October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the recent death of Hollywood actress Erica Ashe at the age of 46 is really an example that breast cancer can strike both younger and older women, and women of color have an even higher risk. Former WNBA star Sheryl Swoopes is on a mission now to get more women to get their mammograms, and she joins me now. It's so good to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I would have thought that if I was sitting down talking to you, it would have been about WNBA, you being the first to sign with just, being a superstar. But you're really taking kind of a side road, and I'm really excited about this. And it stems from your own personal scare.
Yeah, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I know we really put a lot of emphasis on October, but it's something we should focus on and talk about 365. So for me, my very first mammogram I had was earlier this year. And yeah, when you talk about a scare, it was a scare for me because cancer runs in my family. Breast cancer, colon cancer, prostate cancer. So I was really excited about getting the mammogram, but I was also very nervous. And nervous because it runs in my family and I didn't know what was gonna happen.
And is that why, I read that you had 8 family members that you lost from cancer, 3 aunts who died of breast cancer.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, why didn't you get a mammogram sooner? Were you scared? Was it you just felt so healthy? What kept you from getting it?
Well, Amy, you and I were talking a little bit before, and I think in the African American community, like it's just something that we don't talk about. And I said this once I did have my mammogram, that had I had conversations with my mom or with my aunts, I probably would have. But I think it's more about the fear. The fear of the unknown, the fear of if I have a mammogram and they find something, then what? And I have learned in a very short time that the quicker you have a mammogram, the quicker they find something, if they find something, it could potentially save your life. And so that's why for me it's so important that I'm able to get out and I'm able to spread the word and I'm able to talk about the importance of breast screening and early detection. And that's why I'm excited to be working alongside RadNet.
Well, it would have been so easy for you. You were cancer-free. You could have just said, you know what, I'm done, I'm good, and moved on. But you are taking the time. You're making it this mission. Why?
Well, so playing basketball, right? You said you thought we'd be talking about basketball, so we're going to talk a little bit about it. And I've had sisters, and that's my basketball sisters. Nikki McCray-Pinson, who passed away 2 years ago to breast cancer at 50 years old. And you talk about breast cancer, and it's showing up in Black women every single day, and at a younger age. Tasha Butts. I've lost so many of my basketball sisters to breast cancer. And, in the WNBA, once you retire, there's a lot of players who don't have health care. They don't have insurance. And so when you think about being able to go and have a mammogram and get tested, a lot of them can't do it. So for me, it's very important that I'm able to spread that word and I'm able to do everything I can possibly do to give my sisters that opportunity to have a mammogram. And so I have every year for the last 2 years at WNBA All-Star, I have a Sheryl Swoopes soiree, which is a brunch. And this past year at All-Star in Phoenix, I partnered with RadNet and we gave free mammograms. And I have to tell you, all the women that came through that actually got mammograms, all they could say was, thank you, right? And yeah, there was a fear of, do I really want to do this? Because I'm afraid of what they might find. But I have to tell you, one of the best decisions that I've ever made.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for what you're
welcome.
doing,
Thank
for coming
you for
and
having
talking
me.
to us.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. Again, former WNBA player Sheryl Swoopes. We appreciate her sharing her story. Up next.